Students, on the board, we are starting with our question number 5, simplify. As in the previous chapter, we have learned about BODMAS. B for brackets or bar, O for off, D for division. This D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. We always have to follow the sequence. We cannot do multiplication first. We have to do division first, because according to the BODMAS sequence, division comes first and then comes the multiplication. So I cannot do the multiplication first. First I have to evaluate this division sign. So how will I do it? Now pay attention on the board. I'll write over here minus 19 upon 7 multiply by same minus 15 upon 14 as it is. At the place of division, I am writing multiplication. At the place of division, I am writing multiplication. So the next fraction after division will be reciprocated. So now 95 upon 196 will become 196 upon 95. Yes, students. Now it's the time for the cancellation. Now let's do the cancellation. Now we can say here I have 95, here I have 15. Let's go with 5. 5 3s is 15. 5 1s are 5. Carry over 4 5 9s are 45. This 19 cancels. Now 7 1s is 7. 7 2s is 14. It was 19. So here carry over 5 56. 7 8s is 56. 7 2s is 14. 7 4s is 28. 2 1s 2 2s. If you closely observe, we have minus sign here and minus sign here. So even number of minus sign means the minus becomes plus. So 3 2s 6 is the answer. That's it. It's so simple. Start doing it, students. Next question on the board, it's question number C. Minus 7 upon 9 divided by 4 upon minus 3 plus 2 upon 9. Once again I repeat, either we can say that it's minus 7 upon 9, or we can say it's 7 upon minus 9, or we can say minus is in between. Okay, anything we can say. Okay, now once again we'll follow the logic of BODMAS. BODMAS. First comes the brackets. B for brackets. So that means first I have to evaluate brackets. After brackets, first brackets, then I'll go for off. There is no off here. Then I'll go for division. The second is I'll be evaluating the division. And only two things we have. So first I'll solve the brackets. And inside the brackets, it's plus. That means I have to do the addition. So first I'll evaluate plus. I'll combine these two fractions into one by adding them. And then I'll go on the division. Okay. So now let's start with the B part. Okay. Therefore, minus 7 upon 9 as it is copied. Division as it is copied within the brackets. Now, it's very simple, students. 9 will be multiplied with 4. So 9 4s is 36. By default plus sign over here. It's in between sign. Minus 3 multiplied by 2 is minus 6. The whole upon 9 into minus 3. 9 3s are 27, but it's minus 3. So minus 27 is equal to minus 7 upon 9 divided by, here this becomes 36. Plus minus becomes minus 6 upon minus 27 is equal to minus 7 upon 9 divided by 36 minus 6 is 30 upon minus 27. Now I can do some cancellation over here. I can say it goes in 3 times table. 3 9s is 27 and 3 10s. Okay, so now we are left with 10 upon minus 9, and here it is minus 7 upon 9, and I have division here. So now I will be solving the second part, that is a division. Okay, so here comes, first I will write minus 7 upon 9 as it is, and now at the place of division I am writing multiplication. So now the next fraction will be reciprocated. So 10 upon minus 9 will become minus 9 upon 10. 9 goes off. So now minus minus becomes plus. So 7 upon 10. This is our answer. Next question, sub question I. 3 upon 5 minus 6 upon 10 divided by minus 1 upon 2 plus minus 2 upon 5. This is the question. Now, as we know that according to the rule of BODMAS, BODMAS, first we have to evaluate brackets. So first step is to solve brackets. So first I will evaluate bracket here also and here also. So I'll solve this bracket. That means there are two fractions here. I'll make them one. Same over here. And the second step is the division. which I'll do in the second part. Okay, so first solving this brackets and then the middle division will be doing it. Okay, now let's do it. I'll copy the question first as it is equal to 3 upon 5 minus 6 upon 10 bracket divided by minus 1 upon 2, okay, plus minus 2 upon 5. Can I write it like minus 2 upon 5? Be careful, here it was plus, but because plus minus becomes minus, so I wrote here minus. Now it's very simple. I can say we can cancel out something over here. If you don't cancel, then also it's fine. 3, okay, with 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10. Okay, so what happens here, see this is equal to, both the denominators become 5, so I'll have a common denominator 5, and here I'll write 3 minus 3, okay, divided by, over here we have to, what we have to do that multiplication. 5 will be multiplied with minus 1, 2 will be multiplied with 2, and in the denominator both will be multiplied. So 5 multiplied by minus 5 becomes minus 5, 5 multiplied by minus 1 becomes minus 5, minus sign in between, 2 multiplied by 2 becomes 4, upon 5 2s are 10, is equal to, but what is this, students? Pay attention here, 3 minus 3 becomes 0, so 0 upon 5 is 0, yes, 3 minus 3 is 0, and 0 upon 5 is 0, divided by this bracket. What is this bracket? Minus 5 minus 4 becomes minus 9 upon 10. Can I say 0 divided by something? It's like 0 divided by something, and it is equal to 0, and then it is equal to 0. It's a note, students, a very important thing, that and 0 divided by any number of this universe is equal to 0. Okay, 0 divided by any number of this universe is 0. So answer of this question is 0. Hope you'll understood this question, and please copy this note also. So students, from now onwards we are starting with a very important phase of our maths. Yes, I am telling about maths only, not about this chapter, about our maths. Word problems. Question number 1. From a rope 13 meter long. See, I'll be explaining you each and every word. I'll be translating each and every single word. Pay attention to my explanation, please. From a rope 13 meter long. I have a rope, for example. I have a rope 13 meter long. Okay, dimensions are 13 meter. 13 meter long, I have a rope over here. And it's given to me that 2 pieces of length 13 upon 5 meter, I know very weird length is given to me, and 33 upon 10 meter are cut off. So we can say that first time with the help of a knife I had cut the length of 13 upon 5. So I cut this length, this much length. Now this much rope is remaining with me. Then second time once again I took a knife and I cut 33 upon 10. Second time over here I cut 33 upon 10. So this is the remaining rope. Okay, find the length of the remaining rope. So out of this 13, 2 times. First time what I did, I cut the length 13 upon 5, and second time I cut the length 33 upon 10. Now what is the length of the remaining rope? Can I say it's very simple? From full 13 I need to deduct first 13 upon 5 minus karna, and second time I need to minus 33 upon 10. So from 13 I have to deduct 33 upon 5, that is I have to minus 33 upon 5, then I have to minus 33 upon 10. Yes, and whatever answer comes, it's nothing but the remaining part of the rope. Yes students, okay, so no need of drawing diagram, it's just for your understanding purpose. Now let's start. From a rope of 13 meter long, so solution, initial length of the rope, is given to me as 13 meter. Okay, initially the length of the rope is 13 meter. What I did, it was 2 pieces of length 13 upon 5 and 33 upon 10 are cut off. So I had cut 2 pieces. So as per given condition, as per given condition, what I did, out of the rope which was 13 meter long, I had deducted first 13 upon 5, so minus 13 upon 5, and then second time I deducted 33 upon 10, so minus 33 upon 10. So what I'll get, can I say, after doing this I'll get the remaining rope is equal to, therefore I'll write here, therefore remaining rope, the rope which remained with us is what, out of that 13 meter we are deducting first time 13 upon 5, because we are cutting it off, so that's why a minus. Second time we cut 33 upon 10, that's why a minus. Okay, so cut kiye means we are deducting the length, so that's why minus. So two quantities are subtracted from the original 13. So we'll write therefore remaining rope is equal to, okay, now let's proceed with the answer, is equal to, now I can see here that we have nothing in the denominator of 13, we have 1 here. So at present I have three fractions, one with the denominator 1, other with the denominator 5, and here the denominator is 10. So I'll take out LCM. Okay, LCM of 1, 5 and 10. So if you calculate LCM of 1, 5 and 10, no need for 1, just for 5 and 10, if you calculate the LCM, it's 5 1s are, 5 2s are, 2 1s are, 1s are. So LCM is 10. LCM is 10. Okay, so I'll make all the denominators 10. So as LCM is 10, किसका LCM? Of all the denominators. So as LCM of denominators is 10, so now I am making all the denominators 10. You can do with other methods also. You can solve this two together, then getting one answer, then you can subtract it from 13. By that way also you can do by any method. Okay, so now I want to make all the denominators 10. First I'll copy as it is, 13 minus 13 upon 5 minus 33 upon 10. Okay, now I want to make all the denominators 10. Is nothing there in the down means it's 1. I want to make it 10, so multiply by 10, multiply by 10, multiply by 2, because 5 2s are 10, so multiply by 2. I'm not bothered about the numerators, I'm bothered about the denominator 10. Here it's already 10, so nothing to be multiplied. So can I say now I got as my common denominator 10? Yes. And here 13 tens are becomes 130 minus 13 twos are is 26 minus 33. Yes. So now our sum becomes very simple. Now what we have to do? First we can see here we have minus and minus over here. I don't have place vertically, that's why I'm going horizontally. So I'll write 130 as it is, minus becomes plus, and sign of bigger number is minus. So eventually I'll add this 2. 6 plus 3 becomes 9 and 2 plus 3 becomes 5. So 130 minus 59 upon 10 is equal to, once again I repeat, you have to go do one below another, leaving proper spaces. 130 minus 59, 71 upon 10. 71 upon 10. In the denominator we have 1 times 0, so I can write 7.1. If you leave your answer in this manner only, that remaining row is equal to 7.1, you will get 1 marks less, because you should always write units. It's compulsory. So here the units are meters, so it's 7.1 meter, and it's compulsory to write the final statement. Okay, let me write, therefore remaining row is equal to 7.1 meters. If you don't write this units meter, your 1 mark will be deducted. It's very important. Pause the video please and start writing. Now on the board, students, we have question number 3. A basket contains 3 types of fruits. Yes, we have a basket which has 3 types of fruits, weighing 58 upon 3 kg in all. So let's understand each and everything. A basket contains 3 types of fruits, okay, weighing 58 upon 3 kg in all. Okay, so here I have a beautiful fruit basket. and I have three types of fruits here. First, second, third. And the total weight of the basket, how much this basket is weighing? Total weight of this basket is 58 upon 3 kg. Yes. Total weight. Total weight of this basket is 58 upon 3 kg. This is a beautiful fruit basket. Okay. So this fruit basket has three types of fruits. First, second and third. Total weight is 58 upon 3 kg. Now let's understand. If 73 upon 6 kg be apples, the first type of fruit, first is apple. How much? How much apple? 73 upon 6 kg is apple. So we have three types of fruits, and the first type of fruit is apple, and it's 73 upon 6 kg. What is a second type of fruit in the basket? 17 upon 6 kg be mangoes. Okay, so 17 upon 6 kg is mango. Mangoes. 17 upon 6 kg. Okay, are mangoes. So first fruit was 73 upon 6 kg, apples. Second fruit is mangoes. How much they are? 17 upon 6 kg. And the third fruit, third and the last fruit we have in our basket is, it's written here, rest be pears. So I have pears here. How much they are? How many kgs? Let's see. Oh, it's given. Find the weight of the pears. Okay. So in a basket, the story is, in a basket we have three types of fruits. First type of fruit is apple. Second, mango. Third, pears. How much apple we have? We have 73 upon 6 kg of apples in this basket. We have 17 upon 6 kg of mangoes in this basket, and we have some weight of pears also in this basket. And it is given to us that if we add the weights of all these three fruits, the total weight of the basket is given to us as 58 upon 3 kg. And it's told to us that how much amount of pears, what is the weight of pears in the fruit basket. So whenever anything is missing to us, the best thing is we always take it as x. So let x kg of pear is present in the basket. It's very simple question, students. Now please see here, as per given condition, as per given condition, as per given condition, can I say, students, please see here, can I say total weight of basket is made up of weight of apples plus weight of mangoes plus weight of pears? Yes. See, I have added. Total weight of basket is weight of apples plus weight of mangoes plus weight of pears. Now we know each and everything. Yes, let's write it down. Weight, total weight of basket is given to us. It's how much? 58 upon 3 is equal to as it is weight of apples. How much it is? Weight of apples 73 upon 6. Okay, plus in between this. Then next, weight of mangoes, it's 17 upon 6. Okay, plus next, then what is it? Weight of pears, it is x kg. Yes, x kg. We need to find that x only now. It was asked to us that what is the weight of pears. We suppose it as x kg, and we just have to find this unknown value of x. Okay, now students, it's very simple. I'll solve it below. Therefore, this 58 upon 3 I'll write as it is. Can I say both the denominators are same? So I'll write a common denominator 6. 73 will be added to 17, and this plus x will remain as it is plus x. Okay, great. Then the next step will be Therefore, this 58 upon 3, 3 plus 7 becomes 10, carry 1, 7 plus 1, 8, 9, 90 upon 6 plus x. So I need to find the value of x. I'll bring that 90 upon 6 on left hand side, but I can see I can cancel out to some extent. 2 3s is 6 and 2 45s is 90. So now this becomes 45 upon 3. This 45 upon 3 will come on this side, left hand side. So it will become in minus. Okay, so I'll write here. Therefore 58 upon 3 minus 45 upon 3 is equal to x. Yes, yes. Okay, so can I say now I can get the value of x? X is equal to, we have common denominator 3 there, 58 minus 45. Yes, 58 minus 45 upon 3. So if you deduct 58 from 45, what is the answer? It's 13. Yes. Therefore x is equal to 8 minus 5 is 3, 5 minus 4 is 1, 13 upon 3. And if you write this x is equal to 13 upon 3, 1 marks will be deducted because we have to write the units also, kg. At the end we have to write the answer in statement form, that weight of pairs is equal to x is equal to 13 upon 3 kg. I don't have place, I'm not writing, but you have to write at the end. Okay, it was a good sum. Please pause and start doing it.